Yeah, well, this video is all about Gracie the Watch Cat. Oh, last night after dark I let Gracie out. Well, later on I went to check on her and she had something cornered out here. And so I'm watching and watching and watching. Well, son of a gun. It was dark on the porch, but by the way it moved and its shape, I'm pretty certain that she either had a smallish rat or a big mouse, one or the other. No, it wasn't a frog. That time of the evening, frogs are probably most of what she finds other than rodents. Well, she had it, and it was out here on the porch, and she'd messing around with it and messing around with it, and that son of a gun got away from her. Oh, was she upset. I tell you what, there was no way. She wasn't coming in last night until she recaptured that rodent. I let her out this morning. What's the first thing she does? She followed the rodent trail out into the field. Yeah. She goes running off down the scent going, that rodent went this way, I'll get it. You could tell the difference between a mouse and a frog because, the frogs, they move, they hop, okay, it's fun to play with them, she figures, but she don't really like frogs much. Mice? Oops, that's another story. Well, genetics, back to the beginning of time, cats and rodents, defending man's agriculture. The guardian of the crops. Feline. Yeah, it's true. She is one heck of a watch cat. People like their cats because, well, they're cute and they're fuzzy and warm. They're kind of like adult-style teddy bears. Gracie is taken to sleeping on a third pillow in between mine and Ellen's on the bed these days. She rolls over at 5:13 and says, "Okay, Bill, let's get up." And it's my warm, soft, gray, furry alarm clock. Boy, is it beating the heck out of the ones that go ring, ring, beep, 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 beep. No, I like this one. It goes meow, meow. Hey, Bill. Yeah.
Aren't you special, huh? Aren't you special? Gracie just had her morning sashimi. Yes. She fooled Ellen. Tried to at least. Ellen knows better. I already gave Gracie some fish, and Ellen got up, and Gracie said, "So Bill isn't feeding me fish. Ellen, you must bring me fish." Yes, this is one lucky cat, I tell you. Helen started buying fresh fish off the vendors over here. Ellie girl in particular, one of the ladies that sells her fish. They're fishermen. Well, we buy fish several times a week. I probably eat more fish than chicken or hamburgers, I guess. Anyway, I eat a lot of it. Well, we'll get it. It's got skin on. There may be some bones there. Sometimes certain fish have the guts even. I got to process it. If nothing else, I got to cut it up, skin it, and get it ready so that we'll have some of it nice and fresh, and the rest will go in the freezer. Well, I started saving the odds and ends, when I was cutting this stuff up, and thinking, well, the cat might like this for cat food, and I froze it. I tried to feed it to her, and, she didn't really care at first for it. I guess she'd never seen a fish, Well, eventually, it got to the point where now she plays games with us and says, "Bill didn't give me fish. Where's my fish? She must have her fish." And it's gotten to the point I can't keep up with scraps anymore, so Ellen is actually buying fish for Gracie, too. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I cut up some fish for this cat the other day and threw it through the meat grinder and then put it in freezer bags, flattened. And it made it easy to process it that way. She wants some, I'd break off a piece and throw it in the microwave. But I was chopping it up and I'm going, man, this is good enough to make sashimi out of it. It was very good ahi. I had ahi too. It was the first time in my life I ever ate cat food. Because when I got done cutting it up, I saw there was a piece left laying there on the cutting board that I hadn't put away. And so I said, well, I better check and see how good this fish is. So I picked it up and ate it. And, wow, real good. I said, man, it's good fish. I'm going to do this for lunch. I'm going to steal the cat's lunch. Anyway, now she gets her fresh fish every day, multiple times a day. She loves fish. Reminds me of the cat there in a video. I think it's somewhere, maybe in Turkey. That's my guess. I don't know. But there's a fish vendor, and this cat keeps standing in the door of the fish market and watching people line up. And this goes on for days and days and days. And finally, one day, the cat comes up to the counter carrying a leaf. Saw the people dropping bills on the counter and figured that's what it had to do to get a fish. The guy gave it a fish, took the leaf. Aloha.